In November 2017, we brought you the story of a secondary school in Uzoagba community, Ikeduru local government area of Imo State. Now, that story has since attracted the attention of some members of the community under the aegis of the Uzoagba Stars. A brand new block of classrooms has been built and donated to the school. That's some good news to chew on.
Precisely in November 2017, an edition of Eyewitness reports featured the dilapidated state of the classrooms offices at Uzoagba Secondary School in the Ikeduru local government area of Imo State.
I don't want you to go from the set to the last.
The school had a number of dilapidated structures, weather-beaten classrooms with roofs in a sorry state. Our visit provided the teachers and students in the school an opportunity to appeal to the state government and well-meaning indigents of the local government to come to their aid by providing better and a conducive environment that will support teaching and learning.
If it rains, you see rain dropping on your head, and the students will be shifting their lockers and the seats to adjust for a little space where there will be no dripping of water upon them. So this affects the teacher and the students, and eventually affect teaching and learning. We want the government to help the school, especially the leaking roof, the dilapidated building, to help to renovate them and do the necessary work, which should make the school look like a learning environment so that teaching and learning will go on well.
Since I came to this school, I found out that we have lack of teachers, dilapidated building, and spoiled labs and libraries. And more also, our classes, we seem to get confused, we seem to get disturbed during lectures whenever it's raining, because the rain gets to fall on us when it's raining, so we find it difficult to concentrate on our studies during raining season. We would like the government to come and assist us in places like renovating the school buildings, helping in rebuilding our labs and libraries, because we don't have lab equipment when it comes to library.
This call did not go unheeded, as an intervention came via a group known as Uzoagba Stars, made up of sons of the community, some of whom are old students of the school. They rallied round after our broadcast to save the school from collapsing by building and completing a brand new 6-classroom block for the school with toilet facilities and a borehole within the school premises. The president of the group tells of his embarrassment when the story was first broadcast on Eyewitness Report.
It was more than an embarrassment, because first of all, I attended school there. Uzoagba Secondary School is my alma mater, and so also to some members of Uzoagba Stars. When we visited the school after the publication of the program from Channels TV, the site was a sorry story. And immediately, the club, Uzoagba Stars Club of Nigeria, decided to converge and take that drastic intervention measure. So many members of the club attended school in that Uzoagba Secondary School, which is, of course, the only male secondary school we have in the community. So we decided to move in dispatch to be able to get that done within 3 months after that first view of the dilapidated state of the school. Coming into that school premises, there was no lavatory for the students, even the teachers. They do not have any place to excrete. They do not have any place for privacy for the female teachers to also use as convenient. So that project put together cost the club over 20 million naira. We alone as a club cannot do much, but we have done this in a short while. We are also willing to do more. So we are also reaching out to all our sons and daughters in the diaspora everywhere They need to come together and support, because government alone will not be able to do it. And then while we do this, then we will now have morals to speak to government and ask them to come and help more, so that we can achieve and also be partakers of the dividends of democracy of the day.
Another member of the group wants the government to give some attention to the area, which he describes as a very important locality in Imo State.
As I speak to you now, Uzoagba has no single third road. A community that big, with 3 autonomous communities, very big autonomous communities, has no single third road. In the rainy season, there is no passable road to access the town. Ordinarily, Uzoagba is supposed to be like 5 minutes drive from Owerri, the capital territory. And we have built a brand new 6 classroom capacity in Uzoagba. The central school is falling off. The prototype schools that were brought to the various local governments are there, and they have all been abandoned. As I speak to you now, the rains have started. The children will have nowhere to stay. They will be under the rain and for education. That nobody can be educated in that kind of environment. So we need schools renovated, even the one that we have built. We need the government to bring facilities like library, like computers, like all the facilities that will aid learning. This is what we need. We've only built the school and the convenience for the teachers and the students. We need the government to come and bring the necessary educational infrastructure and learning facilities for the children to learn.
A similar appeal comes from the traditional ruler of the community, His Royal Highness Duru Herbert Ngozi, who first commended the group for the kind gesture bestowed on the community. He also calls on the federal and state governments to come to their aid and help development in the community, especially due to its proximity to Owerri, the Imo State capital.
Because it's of no use now being a club or anything organization you call yourself, and then you cannot be of assistance to your community. These people have shown the light, and I expect other people to follow their footsteps. Even though the state government is trying, because the present government gave us some money to grade our roads and all the things, but still, that is not enough. We still want the government to do more for this community, because we are very close to the capital. And if there is any problem in the capital, you see people move out from the capital coming to the interior. And once people start coming out from that place, the first place they have to pass is through this side. So it is better the government does something for this very community, to at least for us to feel the presence and then become happy with the government that, yes, we are seeing the dividends of democracy.
With the students just returning to school, they no doubt will be glad that their appeal for school rehabilitation has been heard. A gesture from the government towards equipping the building will definitely be an icing on the cake.
You can always be part of Eyewitness Report by simply downloading the Channels TV app, tap on the Eyewitness menu, and follow the simple steps on how to upload your story. Always add location and form of contacts such as phone numbers so we can get in touch with you and follow up on your stories or events of happenings around you. Now let's see what you already uploaded for the week.
Our first picture is from Benue State, showing a building on fire. Our Eyewitness reporter claims that over 100 houses were burnt down in Gwe West local government in Naka town due to an alleged invasion by the army. He wants more security measures taken to protect the people. We move on to Badagry in Lagos State with this picture showing residents protesting against an alleged blackout that has spanned for about 2 decades. Our Eyewitness reporter says the Walk for Light campaign is to draw the attention of the Eco Electricity Company to their plight. He says they are pleading for immediate action. Still in Lagos are these images from Gafari Balogun Street, Ugudu in Koshofe local government area. According to our Eyewitness reporter, a construction company had demolished their fences during the construction of the road there. He says that due to the development, their homes are now being attacked by armed robbers and they are fenceless. He is asking the Lagos State government to prevail on the construction company to do the needful. Next are these images from Imota area of Ikorodu in Lagos State. Our this reporter claims his farmland is being destroyed by a telecommunication company. He alleges that all efforts by his lawyer to seek redress proved abortive and he is calling for help. We end this with one of a creek, which our Eyewitness reporter says is located between Ajegunle and Apapa GRA. He is worried by the state of the waterway and is calling on the Lagos State government to attend to this.
Those are your shorts. Do keep them coming. It's time we called it a day on this week's package. Next week, we could be in your neighborhood if you've sent in your short in line with given guidelines. Till next week, I'm Chris Elamps. I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.